Hello, good morning, Scituate. Today is Monday, February 8th, day after the Super Bowl, also known as Tom Brady Victory Day. I'd like to just kind of start with the COVID update. So we'll go over to Jim.
Good morning. We are in phase 2 of the vaccine schedule. Phase 2, step 1. Residents 75 and over are eligible to sign up for vaccinations. You can go to the Mass State website, www.massgov/COVID vaccine map, and access the interactive map of vaccination sites. The Marshfield Fairgrounds vaccination site is now up and running. It is available to Plymouth County residents only. So when you look at it on the map, you will see it as a yellow star, which means it's a restricted site. They will be accepting appointments for their available doses. So if they have 1,000 doses, they will take 1,000 appointments. Then it will shut down until they know when the next set of doses are coming in. They do not want to be making appointments, excuse me, unless they know they have vaccine coming in. So that is actually starting this morning. The first vaccines at Marshfield Fairgrounds will be given out starting this morning. Depending upon the availability of the vaccine, they anticipate that they can do 600 doses a day at that location. So that will be outstanding for us. The town of Scituate will have a very limited number of vaccines to give out. We will be having a clinic next Tuesday, the 16th, at the Harbor Community Center. The link for that vaccine site will go live Wednesday around noon on the town's website because it will only be available for town residents. We expect that obviously to go very quickly. We'll have between 80 and 100 doses, and that will be it. But you'll have to go onto the town's website, click on the link to register. If people cannot find an appointment, the governor pointed out on Friday that as of Friday there were 20,000 available appointments at the mass vaccination sites this week for Gillette, Fenway, and the mass vaccination site in Springfield. So if you have a way to get to one of those sites, there are appointments available at the mass vaccination sites. New sites are coming online. Some of our large healthcare providers in the Commonwealth are now getting vaccinations that they're reaching out to their patients that meet the requirements. And again, the Johnson & Johnson shot is due out hopefully by March 1st, and that is a single dose shot, so that will make a big difference to people. If you cannot access the computer or sign up online, you can call the state's new 211 hotline, and they will be able to assist you or the Scituate Council on Aging at 781-545-8722. Since last Monday, we had 51 new cases in Scituate. That's down from 52 the previous week. We are back in the yellow on the state's COVID positivity map with a positivity rate of the last 14 days of 4.36, down from 5.73 of the previous week. The state positivity rate was 4.32 for the previous 14 days. Starting today, the governor is opening the economy slightly. Capacity at restaurants and gyms will be increased from 40% to 40% from 25%. We hope that will give some relief to those restaurants that are struggling. We ask you to please continue to support your local businesses. Town Hall is back open to the public starting today. Residents using Town Hall will be subject to strict COVID-19 protocols, including contact tracing information and wearing of masks. The Scituate Public Library will be available for curbside pickup and drop-off only this week. They will be reopening to the public for limited in-person visits starting next Tuesday. So for school vacation week, we will have the library back open. Information can be found on the library website, scituatema.gov/town library. Believe it or not, I know it's hard to believe, but believe it or not, next Tuesday is also the day that beach stickers will go on sale for the summer of 2021. Residents can purchase stickers either in person at the town hall or online through the town website. You can purchase your beach sticker and make a payment online. Once we process that, we'll mail the sticker out to you. So I know it's hard to believe, but summer 2021 is on the horizon, and we will start selling our beach stickers. For those of you who have non-resident friends, the non-resident stickers do sell out quickly. So if you know someone who needs a sticker, they better get in and get it fast. The Board of Selectmen has talked about an online survey for Pier 44, the Harbor Community Center. That is expected to go online this afternoon, afternoon time. On the town website, scituatema.gov, there will be a link on the banner at the top of the page that you can click on. It will take you to the survey. We are also working on a sign to be placed at the community center with a QR code so that people walking by will be able to scan the code and take the survey as they walk around the harbor. The board is really very interested in hearing what people think about that property, how they want to reuse that property. So please go online, click on it, and take the survey. We'll have the survey up for at least 2 weeks. We'll see what we get for response, and then we'll decide if we want to keep it up any longer than that. Besides that, Cole Parkway, Cedar Point continue. We had our first bid on water projects opening last week that we were reviewing for the 2-inch laterals. We have another one opening next week, and the replacement of those water lines will go a long way in those areas to helping with some of our brown water problems. Aside from that, one more reminder, if you want to burn, go to the town website. The burn permits are now online. You no longer have to call the dispatch. You can do it all electronically. That's what I have for today.
That's great. Well, thank you. And also just a little bit more on that Pier 44 survey. This is just one of the first times we're going to be reaching out to the public to get more feedback. There'll be more information that the board will want to get. So this is the initial, and it'll be a wonderful way for us to get more information. I have one update from our Sister Cities Committee that there's a Winter Film Festival tomorrow, 7 o'clock, and we'll get the link up right here so you can see it. La Silence de la Mar, 2004 film. It's about a French family in German occupation. So please check that out. And again, that'll be tomorrow, Tuesday at 7 o'clock. With that, I want to go over to our superintendent.
Thank you. Thank you. First, I'd like to say we had a pretty significant winter event yesterday, as you all know, and we're in school today. Regular start time, and I think there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes to make that happen. So I want to give a sailor shout out to our DPW. I know Mike Breen is on the front lines with that. Kevin Cafferty is very involved, and all the hardworking folks that are out there, likely missing the Super Bowl to get things ready for us today. I appreciate that. I know we do in the schools, and our custodial team for the same thing. Also for Kevin Cafferty, Mike Breen, Bob Dillon, the Chief Murphy and Chief Thompson, we're all on all having conversations throughout the weekend into late last night and to starting at 4 in the morning this morning. So I want folks to know that there's a lot of communication that goes into making these decisions. We want to make sure everything's safe. So I want to thank all of them for being available and cooperative to make a right decision. Our COVID update in the schools: over the past 14 days, there have been 11 cases reported to the district. The total number of cases this school year has been 138, and we notify our community nightly as cases arise. Good news, the Binex Now COVID-19 Rapid Antigen Diagnostic Test has been approved under an emergency use authorization and delivers results in 15 minutes. We now have these in our schools. We're one of the few districts around that does have them. The decision to administer the test will be made by the school nurse based on symptoms that your student experiences as outlined in the Department of Public Health and Department of Elementary and Secondary Education. So if a child gets symptoms during the school or a staff member, we have the ability now with permission to test them and find out the results within 15 minutes to expedite things and keep our schools safer. Tonight we'll have a school committee meeting, and one of the highlights is a presentation by me on a framework to start the conversation about returning students to school and for more in-person learning. I understand that these are challenging times, but we are also presented with a great opportunity to continue to come together in a unified effort to bring more students back in-person learning. Our Safe and Strong Steering Committee has been diligently working on this framework to provide opportunities for students to return to school as soon as safely possible. We have been successful to date because our philosophy has been go slow to go fast, which means we aim to make consistent and sound decisions based on a reliance on the medical experts, the use of data, collaboration with local and state agencies, and stakeholders' feedback. We intend to use the same methodology as we move forward with the next phases of our reopening plan. This framework acts as a foundation for our representative Safe and Strong Task Force, which consists of over 60 members of our community, our staff, and families, and to offer feedback and direction. Our plan is to share the safe return to school framework with our community at tonight's school committee meeting. The framework and any recommendations from the school committee will be forwarded to the Safe and Strong Task Force and vetted at their Thursday, February 11th meeting. The Safe and Strong Steering Committee will then take that feedback and insight from the task force to devise a final draft to share with the school committee for a vote. Communication and more details will be shared with our community each step of the way. Families have also received surveys last Friday that are due this Wednesday to make sure that we receive family input on our plans. We're very excited about the opportunity to bring kids back. I know Mr. Boudreau had talked about beaches. We want to start talking about spring and getting our tents back up and more outside learning and kids back to school on a more regular basis. And we'll do so with a measured approach as we have in the past. Final update on athletics. Our winter season is coming to an end. We've been successfully able to complete all our games pretty much, and I know our hockey team's on a 10-game winning streak, and Patriot League playoffs will be starting soon, so I wish them all the best of luck and congratulations on a nice winter season. The MIA Board of Directors met last week and officially voted to approve Fall 2 season, which is to take place starting on February 22nd, the Monday after vacation. The following sports have been moved to the Fall 2 season and will begin on the 22nd. Football, winter track, and cheerleading. Registration for all 3 sports is open, and you can contact our AD, Mr. Umbriano, with any questions. Thank you.
That's great. Thank you. Scituate, just ask you please support local business and have a great week.